What a beautiful set of spiral stairs, right? And this isn't even the only one. May isa pang spiral staircase somewhere around the house. And then there's another set of stairs over there. But this is probably my favorite one amongst the three kasi kahit sa ilalim, sobrang ganda niyang tignan. And if you want to see the rest of the home, stay tuned for the full house tour. House and lot for sale here in Whiteplains, Quezon City. So from the street, you have a driveway leading to your vehicle carport. Now, it depends on what kind of vehicles that you have. You can fit 3 smaller vehicles or 2 larger SUVs comfortably. And obviously, they are going to be protected from the rain. Pero kung dito may papark, clearly hindi. But you do have guest parking right in front of your property. Okay, so you have access to the ground floor area, but we're not gonna go through there. You also have a side gate on the leftmost, but for now we are gonna go through the main entrance, which is up these steps. So going up here, the first thing that you will see on your right is a garden. So you have a nice little garden over here, and then a balcony here on the left, which you do not have access to as of the moment, or at least coming up here on your main entrance. Okay, and speaking of which, you have grand double doors with glass panels on either side and solid wood everything. And once you enter, this is what will welcome you. Wow, that is a beautiful set of stairs. So you have triple height, high ceiling, basically. Really high ceiling, lots of natural light coming in from the windows, although ngayon kasi merong mga window treatments, you have blinds and such. But yeah, you have beautiful space for a chandelier. Now before we head out to this portion, let's check this one out. So you have this open area over here. Clearly they used it as a ping pong area. But you have direct access to the balcony that we saw earlier via these sliding glass panels. Now again, this is at the front of the property, so it's up to you what you want to do with this space. You could turn it into a receiving area. It's a nice area after all for entertaining guests and families since it's right next to the main entrance and you have direct access to the balcony. But with what they did here, ping pong area. Okay, but this is your living area. Again, you have high ceiling. You even have enough space for a baby grand piano. Your AC is recessed there on the wall. And then, ooh, the decor. And then you can see the second floor hallway or, open hallway. But from here, we can go to several areas. So this one is a sliding glass door and it leads to a sort of den. So this could be an office if you wanted it to. So bahala na kayo syempre. But I'm gonna say that this is a den made specifically for entertainment or more private conversations, especially since it is right next to your living area. And then next to that, you have your guest accessible powder room. So you have lots of counter space over here. Nagpa-flow pa siya hanggang dito. So you have your sink, a bit of storage underneath, and then your toilet here at the end. You do not have an exhaust fan, but you do have ventilation via the window over there. You have more space for seating here. This is lower ceiling relative to the really high ceiling over here. And then you have a glass wall with another set of stairs leading down. But before we go there, let's check this one out first. So this is your formal dining area and you have a lot of space to work with. In fact, you can fit a 12-seater dining table. This is gonna be super nice for holidays, for family gatherings, lahat kasya dito. And you can overflow to the kitchen, which also has a lot of space. Lots of counter space. You have an island counter here in the middle with seating. Of course, you have a bar here on this side, and then this side is storage. You have your built-in stove. All of your appliances go here. You have your sink in the middle, and then your refrigerator over there, which makes for that perfect triangle working space for cooking. You also have your built-in oven and microwave over there. And again, lots and lots of storage. Now here on the right, hindi na natin pupuntahan kasi nandun sila. No? So from here, you have a spiral staircase. So may paakyat, may pababa, and then merong door papunta doon. And that's where they are right now. So we're not gonna bother them anymore. But this leads to 2 staff quarters. And then, oops, let's go back here. Ang cute! I love this. Sorry, obviously it's not working. Just making sure. Mamaya working pala, no? Sobrang, that would be amazing. But anyway, that's just decorative. I love that that's there. But before heading back out to the common area, you have pantry right here. A pantry right here. Okay, so before we head up the second floor, well, actually technically ito yung second floor. No? Before we head up the third floor, let's head back down to the ground floor. Oh, this looks nice. So you have solid wooden steps, like really solid. These stairs aren't going anywhere. Oh, and this is the game room. Wow. I love this. Love everything. So many collectibles. Okay, so main gaming area. Basically, this is the entire ground floor. That is the door we saw from the carport. So once you go in here, let's just say dumiretso ka na, no? Hindi ka na dumaan sa main entrance. You have a door immediately to your right. And this one is storage. So hindi na natin papasok. But they're using it as storage, but it could be a bedroom if you wanted it to be. This as well? Yeah. Silipin ko lang. Okay, currently being... Oh, no. This is the common toilet and bath, which is an ensuite, by the way. So there's a door over there that's going to lead to this other room, which I can't wait to show you because it looks so interesting. This one, ooh, love it. It's a massage room. Okay, that is adorable. So that door leads to the ensuite toilet and bath, or the common bathroom for the rest of the ground floor. But yeah, they're using this one as a massage room. Cute ng double doors. And then at the end, this is also a bedroom, but currently being used as a storeroom as well. But it has... Oh, this is storeroom. That is storeroom. Currently being used as their office. And kasi nandito pa sila. But yeah, that could be a bedroom here on the ground floor if you needed it to be. Okay, all right, so that was the second floor and the ground floor. But before we head up the third, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and click on the bell so you get notified for whenever we release new YouTube videos. We're on Facebook, so make sure you hit like and see first, and follow us on Instagram at Presello_official. If you want to see more of our listings here in Quezon City, or more specifically Whiteplains, make sure you let us know, send us a message, or go to our website at www.presello.com. Invest in your future, invest the best. Invest with Presello. So climbing up the spiral stairs, I am greeted by lots of natural light kasi talagang yung clerestory windows niya, hindi lang siya mababa na panel, no? Talaga, it's huge windows. And I understand why they have blinds in kasi sobrang liwanag. Okay, so here on the second floor, we have 3 doors, but let's check this one out first. This one, oh, they all have digital. They all have a numpad for the lock. And here we have bedroom number 4, and this one is at the back of the property. So technically, these aren't corner windows, pero sige, count na natin. You have a huge bed over here. You can fit a queen-sized bed with a really big bed frame, and then seating space, and of course, entertainment. And this has an ensuite toilet and bath with a walk-through closet. So you have a huge vanity over here, open hanging space for your tops, your bottoms, and shoes, and luggage up top. Open shelving and drawers, and then the ensuite toilet and bath itself with your sink, your toilet, and your partially enclosed shower space with a ledge. Love that. Again, lots of natural light coming in. No vents, but you do have windows up there. Natakpan lang ng blinds. And then Let's go back out the hallway. Okay, so important to note also that the bedroom floors have wooden flooring and it's seamless across the rest of the second floor. Right next to bedroom number 4, we have bedroom number 5. So again, you have high ceiling, cove lighting, down lights, and lots of space. You can fit a queen-sized bed here or something smaller, depending kung sino yung mag-occupy ng room. And then you have your built-in wardrobe on this end. And you also have an ensuite toilet and bath with a sink, a toilet, and an enclosed shower space. This one has solid windows right next to the shower mismo, so walang problema sa ventilation. And then next to this one, at the end of this hall, actually yung space mo for hanging art, ang dami. That is also art, mind you. They're not real insects. Noona, though, akala ko, yes. Okay, and this is bedroom number 6. Right, 6. Okay, and this is a pretty big bedroom. Okay, you have a lot of space to work with here. So this area actually kind of acts as an entertainment area, and then this side is more of the bed area. You do have a post here, which honestly, if you were to design the space, ang dami mo pwedeng go in with this area mismo. So let your imagination run wild. Again, you have huge windows so that in lots of natural light. And then on this end, you have your ensuite toilet and bath. So you have a corner enclosed shower. You have your toilet at the end and then your sink over here. Nice to note also that the sink is quite high. You don't have to bend down to actually use the sink. And then over here, you have a pocket sliding door that leads to the walk-in closet. So you have a corner vanity. Pag binuksan mo to, sobrang liwanag niyan. And then again, open wardrobe for your closet. And then at the other end of this room, there's another door. And what's in here? Oh, it's another ensuite toilet and bath. Okay, so may his and hers. So you have your toilet on this end, an enclosed shower space in the corner, a sink over here, lots of counter space. You have a bathtub on this wall, and then another ensuite walk-in closet, sorry. And again, open wardrobe. And cute. Okay, so basically your bed or your room itself in the middle is very spacious, and then kanya-kanya kayo ng toilet and bath and walk-in closet. Love that. So this is basically the primary bedroom. Okay, but we're not even done. So we have one more floor to explore. So the ceiling design actually follows the roof line. So that in itself makes it architecturally, or parang interior architecture na yung linya na to, and that makes it unique and interesting. You have louvers over here na nilagyan pa ng vents or ng exhaust fan. And then, oops, sorry. Over here in the roof deck, you have a pickleball court. Wow. You have your own pickleball court. Over on this end, you have a bar that is covered. So meron na rin siyang built-in counter and sink. And I assume that is toilet and bath, and then more storage over here. And then on the other side, you have another room. So currently being used as storage. Yeah, okay. Currently being used as storage. Pero bedroom number 7 siya. So this could be a guest bedroom here at the top floor. You have a view of the city. Again, you're in Whiteplains. So mataas tong part na to. And I can see that is Bridgetown, if I'm not mistaken. Or, tama ba? Oo, yung area na yun. Ay, I know that's Rockwell. That is Medical City. So that's the view. And then this entire area basically puro puno. Okay, so you have your own pickleball court. Comment down below if you're into pickleball. I feel like everyone's into pickleball these days. I'd like to know, because I haven't gotten into it personally. I'm thinking of, let me know if it's something you would advise me to try. Me and the team, actually. Okay, wow. This house has a lot of sports, actually. Okay, so that was all 3 floors. Now it's time for a recap, but before that, make sure you check out these really cool B-rolls. Basically, the way I see this home is like a blank canvas. You can display so much artwork everywhere, like to walls, to floor, to spaces that you can fill up in between the bedrooms. Ang dami niyang lugar. And speaking of, you can also fit so many of your collectibles, your hobbies. Again, you have a pickleball in your roof deck. So that being said, you have 433 square meters of lot area and then around 850 square meters of floor area split between 4 levels, including the roof deck. You have 7 bedrooms, 5 toilet and baths, and then a 4-vehicle carport. So yung dalawa covered, yung dalawa exposed. And then actually hindi ko na pinakita sa inyo, but you have a staff house. So that has like 2 separate bedrooms. They have their own toilet and baths. They have their own service area. And hindi na natin pinuntahan. Remember the spiral staircase that we saw from the kitchen? That goes up to the pickleball area or your roof deck. And that also goes down to the staff house, which is accessible via the ground floor or the main entrance. Depends on where you're coming from. Now, again, all of this is in Whiteplains, Quezon City. So you have a really good location. And once you go up the top floor, you have a really nice view of your surroundings. So if this has been the kind of place or the kind of home that you've been looking for, make sure you let us know, send us a message, or go to our website, www.presello.com. Invest in your future. Invest with us. Invest with Presello. If you want to see more house tours, make sure you click here. And if you want to see more of our Build Your Owns or BYOs, click here. And if you want to see more of our other content, click right here. Also, if you haven't subscribed, okay?